Hello everybody and welcome to another video update. Yes, it's the final video update of 2019. It's the final video update of the decade. The perfect time for a video update to outline my plans for the channel for 2020. So welcome. Hope you had a good Christmas holiday period if you celebrate it. And I hope you're looking forward to the new year. New year, new decade, new plans. Let's go into 2020 with some good vibes and have it be a good year, because this year for me hasn't been marvellous, as I explained in the Christmas party stream. So I'm, touching the wood and setting off hopefully on the right foot for 2020. So yeah, this video is about the channel. Anything to do with my private kind of goals and sort of aims for 2020, I'll keep that to a vlog in the new year. This is my plans for the channel for 2020. So here goes nothing. This could be a long one, so strap yourselves in and get something to drink, maybe a snack or two. I'll warn you now, don't know how long it's going to be. Right, 2020, we're going to kick off with 3 new series. As outlined in the Christmas party stream, if you were present, those series are going to be Frostpunk as a side series, Darkest Dungeon to a finish for the live stream series, and CK2 for the main series. What? You scream in horror. You said you were going to do 3 Kingdoms. I was going to do 3 Kingdoms, but something's changed, you see. 2 reasons why I'm not doing 3 Kingdoms and I'm doing CK2 instead. The first reason is I just really want to play CK2. I can't explain why, but for whatever reason I'm in the mood, and have been for 3 to 4 weeks now, to play CK2. And I can't kick it, and why should I? If I'm looking forward to playing something so much, why hold myself back and not play it? Just bloody play it. If you enjoy doing it, just bloody do it. So I'm going to bloody do it. But there's another reason why I'm not doing 3 Kingdoms, and this was the tipping scale really. This was the confirmation as to, yeah, this is not happening just yet. A new DLC is coming out on January the 16th. Right at the halfway through the month, and it's a kind of DLC which you can't use with the current game save. It's going to increase the length of the campaign. It's a kind of a prequel to the current campaign. It adds a bit of time before the current campaign, adds new factions. It's something to do with the struggle of the Han dynasty against the Yellow Turbans. Not quite up to speed with the history of the Chinese era yet, but I think that's what I read. And it's going to introduce factions and stuff. So you can't start a series on the 1st of January when that's coming out on the 16th. You might as well wait till the 16th and play the new DLC as what, it's effectively just one campaign. For the first time, I believe I read, in a Total War series, their DLC is not a standalone campaign. It's actually a tag-on to the main campaign. It's an extension to the main campaign. So you need that DLC really to get the best from the game. So I'd have to wait until the midway through January anyway. So I don't want to wait till the midway through January to start it. I want to start a new series as soon as possible. So that was the kind of tipping point. So we'll get to 3 Kingdoms when the DLC is out. Maybe a couple of patches after that, when if there's a few balancing issues with the new campaign. So that's perfect time for me to start it when I finish the CK2 series. So apologies if you were looking forward, like a lot of you were, according to the Christmas party stream, to a new Total War series. But I hope you can understand why I've just delayed it a little bit more. But it will be coming straight after CK2, I promise you that. So that's the 3 game series. Now, whilst we're sticking with the talk about the game series that's starting in January, like I said in a video update in whenever it was, July maybe, I'm trying to get you guys involved as often as possible, helping me to choose games and stuff, but also thumbnails and intro vids. You don't know what I'm doing for CK2 yet, so you can't really do an intro vid or a thumbnail for CK2 really. But for Frostpunk, if you want to submit, like some of you have for This Is the Police and for Stardew Valley, if you want to submit a thumbnail, feel free, we'll use one of them, and an intro video as well for Frostpunk. I'll use all of the intro videos at some point, so I welcome your submissions if you would like to do that for the new Frostpunk side series. that will be much welcome. Get them to me on Discord, get them to me on the on email. I'll leave the relevant stuff in the description of the video, but that will be nice. So Frostpunk thumbnail or Frostpunk intro vid ready for Frostpunk to start next weekend. Right, so that is a channel going forward immediately after January. That's the plan for the game series. In terms of the rest of the year, at least the first half of the year, it's going to be busy. It's going to be busy. 2020 is going to be the year of being very busy on the channel because there's so many games that I want to play, games that aren't even out yet. There's Cyberpunk, just a little small issue there. There's Last of Us 2. Yeah, there's Pillars of Eternity 2. There's Outer Worlds. There's Disco Elysium, there's RimWorld that I've been looking at recently as well. There's just so many games. So I'm going to just get stuck in to my LPs, to my streams, get through them, enjoy them, but I need to keep a decent pace up because I want to get around to some of these games that are gathering dust in my Steam library. So it's going to be a year of being very busy. So I hope you're going to be with me for the ride. Right. That's the game series side of things. The main update of this video is in relation to my plans for the channel going forward in terms of the quality of the content, really. So I was doing a little bit of thinking, planning for 2020. I thought to myself, you know what, there's a few little things that I would like to improve quality-wise on the channel in terms of the videos. I've been doing this a long time, and it's very easy to get stuck in a routine, which I have done. I'm kind of a routine kind of person, and anti-change, if you want to call it that. And I just I'm set in my ways. You know, it's just the way I am. But I thought to myself, yeah, there's a couple of issues that I think could be ironed out here. So I did a bit of research over the past couple of days about what can I do to improve things. So I'm just taking you through some of my proposals going forward. So by the end of January, which gives us about a month to play with, I want to improve the quality of the video side of things, the visual side. So the first thing you'll notice in this video is the quality of the webcam isn't marvellous. And I thought it was the webcam that was the issue. It's not the webcam that's the issue. There's a bit of graininess. Don't know if you must be able to see it. There's a bit of a grainy quality to the footage. And it's all to do with the lighting. I'm not an expert in these technical kind of things, I'm not a photographer or whatever, but apparently it's the lighting. Ah, right. So what I need to do is I need to get some light shining on me from behind the camera. And I'm thinking a couple of desk lights, one at either side, so that it kind of reduces the shadow effect. You turn this main light off, maybe put a side light on over there, I've got some side lights over there, to at least give a little bit of light to the background, not too much. The main light coming onto me as the focus of the webcam, and then I was thinking just to jazz it up a little bit further, rather than have a complete dark room behind me. Was a few people have commented on the plainness of my room, and I just like plain. I'm a plain Jane kind of guy. I like no clutter, no pictures, posters, etc. However, I thought maybe I might invest in some coloured lighting strips on the skirting board at the back, which will illuminate the back wall in, say, red or blue or purple, whatever, so that you're getting improved lighting here and also coloured lighting at the back. So that should increase the quality of the webcam considerably, because I will be much sharper. There'll be none of this kind of grainy quality going on. And also using OBS just to tweak the contrast, the saturation levels of the camera also make a big difference, something that I've never played with until yesterday. So there's a few things that I can do to improve the quality of the webcam footage. So that's my first goal by the end of January. Get a couple of desk lights, and if those of you that have got any ideas as to what kind of lights I should go for, I'm doing some research now about it, you know, reasonably priced. Throw a comment out there if you've got lights yourself, or you can recommend some, because it's all new to me. But yeah, that's the first way that I'm going to improve the quality of the visual side of things. So we'll have a play with the lights and stuff, and see if we can get the webcam and the whole quality of the webcam footage just a little bit better. Right, so that's the first thing. The second thing, whilst we're still talking about webcams, is I noticed when I was doing the Christmas comedy compilation that you know, the videos without webcam, in terms of the normal LP videos, weren't as engaging for me. I didn't feel as engaged as I did when I was looking at the webcam recordings. Now, I don't tend to watch my own videos back. I just upload them and poof, move on to the next one. But watching them back whilst I was trying to compile these comedy clips was really interesting when comparing the two, the webcam footage on the stream recordings and then the no webcam at all on the recorded just regular LP videos. I didn't feel quite as engaged. It's the first time I've noticed it. It really was. So I'm thinking going forward, not for every single regular LP series, because some games and some ways that I'm doing some games might not be conducive to webcam footage, but for like Red Dead Redemption, even the regular LP videos, I think webcam would have been beneficial. So I'm going to be introducing webcam footage to my regular LP videos as well, not just having that for stream. So that's another kind of tweak that I'm going to make going forward. So we'll see how that pans out. But it won't be for CK2, because the way I'm doing CK2, it's not going to work really well with a webcam anyway, so it won't be introduced just yet. But you know, maybe for something like Cyberpunk or something which will be a main game series, if I'm doing off-camera recording, may still have a webcam there as well. So that's me kind of my thought process for regular LP videos as well. Bit of webcam action. Right, so that's the visual side of things, and the final thing that I'm going to improve on in terms of the quality of the visual side is the uploading quality. I've been uploading in 1080p 60 frames per second now since 2015. Metal Gear Solid 5 was the first game that I used 60 frames per second 1080p. So yeah, coming up to 5 years really that I've used that kind of same standard Sony Vegas profile to upload into. So I thought, you know what, I've got a 1440p monitor, I record in 1440p most of the time, I'm going to now start uploading into 1440p 60 frames. Not every game though. You know, if it's a Baldur's Gate or if it's, you know, CK2, it's not a graphically intense kind of game that is going to benefit from the increased size and quality from 1440p, so perhaps not for those types of games, but for a Cyberpunk, for instance, for something that's a bit more action based, 1440p 60 frames, I will start to incorporate some of those quality videos into the channel to see how that goes. So that's going to be another, you know, change, another increase to the quality side of things. So that's the visual side. And all those changes that I've just mentioned is going to happen by the end of January. 1 month period. So the second side is the sound side. Now this is where things get rather interesting. I've had this Blue Snowball microphone that I'm using right now for about 7 years. If something is working, why change it? I usually, is my motto. You know, until this thing breaks down, I'm going to be using it until it's old and knackered, like me. But my friend got it for Christmas, and it's one of the best Christmas presents I've ever received. It's been very handy. I've used it for hundreds, if not thousands of hours, and it's still going strong. Cannot fault him for this. It was marvellous Christmas buy. However, I got a keyboard about 2 months ago because my other one broke, and it's rather clicky. Clicky, mechanical keyboard. I love it. I love the clickiness. I love the typewriter effect. I love it. But it's perhaps not quite so glorious for you guys watching, unless you like that kind of sound. But I'm thinking a few people out there probably could do without the sound going on when I'm playing. So I'm looking at changing my microphone setup to eliminate or reduce the sound of the clickiness, whilst improving the sound of the quality of the commentary through an improved microphone. So how am I going to do this? And I'm doing some research. I'm not an expert, so I may, you know, feel free to guide me, feel free to recommend things, feel free to have your say. There's two types of microphone apparently. There's a condenser mic, which is what this is. It's a microphone that picks up a lot of things. It's a very sensitive microphone. It picks up the dogs barking outside, the fireworks going off. It picks up everything, including the clickiness of the keys. Now you can set them to cardioid mode, which means they only record mainly from the front, but it still does pick up sound from the back and the rear, just not quite as pronounced. This is set to cardioid mode and it still picks up the clicking of the keyboard, for instance. It's also mounted to the desk, so you're getting that kind of vibration coming through with all the mouse movements and stuff through the tripod into the microphone. Any time I drop a coaster on the desk, you get a sudden shock through your headset, and all that kind of thing goes on. So my first thought is I could get another condenser mic, like a Yeti, another Blue Yeti or some such. There's a host of them out there. Put it on a shock mount and a boom arm thing, and have it sort of sat here, which is far away from the keyboard as possible, to reduce the clicky sound. Still a condenser mic, but also introduce a noise gate through OBS, and that should limit the sound that you get from dogs barking and fireworks. And it should eliminate the clicky sound when I'm not talking. But if I'm talking and typing at the same time, the noise gate will cancel and you'll get the clicky sound whilst I'm talking, but it'll be less than it is now. So that's the first option, and the cheapest option is just another condenser mic on a boom arm shock mount, and position it in cardioid mode and set up a noise gate to eliminate the sound of the clicky keyboard and other banging and crashing that I clumsily do during my videos. That's the cheapest option. The more expensive option, which I think is the better option as from what I've read, is to have a dynamic microphone, which is like a studio mic, a podcast mic that people use when they're on stage. And that is a microphone that literally only picks up what you're talking into it. You're talking into it here, it picks up nothing else. No sound from behind, no sound from anywhere else. It's that sensitive that it only, not sensitive, it only picks up when you're talking right into it. It eliminates any other sound at all. Now, for a dynamic microphone, I believe you need to put it through a mixer or an audio thing. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, I've lost it now, but some kind of device to get it onto the PC. The benefits of doing that also is that if you do have a mixer, then you can actually edit the compression. You can edit the gain and all these kind of little fancy things to get a really good sounding microphone and good sounding commentary. And you can also edit the sound and manipulate the sound during the stream with the device on the fly, which is also quite handy. So to go for a dynamic microphone through a mixer, again I will still need the stand and stuff. That is a more expensive option. So we're talking probably about £200 to £250 for a new condenser mic with arm. You're talking maybe £400 to £500 for a dynamic mic with arm and stuff and a mixer. Quite a significant difference. So I'm toying. I don't know what to do. Would the condenser mic with the noise gate be sufficient enough to eliminate the clicky sounds for you to be satisfied? Is the question, I suppose. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. How annoying is the clicky sound for you? And do you think a condenser mic with the appropriate noise gate, etc., would be sufficient? I'm willing to splash out and go for the dynamic mic, but I'm not sure, is the question. I'm still researching, but I am sure that I'm getting a new microphone, one way or another. So we'll be improving the sound quality. It just depends how much improved it's going to be and what microphone and setup I go for. A bit more research is required, but I'm just throwing the ideas out that I'm thinking. The deadline for this is April, my 10-year anniversary. Giving myself 4 months to further research, save up some money to be able to make a decision round about that time as to what I want to do. But yeah, please feel free, as I said, if you've got any thoughts or feelings as to what I'm discussing now, if you've got any ideas for suitable microphones, equipment, mixers, give me a thought. Just hit me with any sort of tips, hints, advice, recommendations as to what I might want to purchase, etc. Because I'm still in research mode and I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination. So there you go. That's the video update really done. There's nothing else. That's my plans. So by the end of March, start of April, 10-year anniversary, I believe is the 13th of April, or is it the 10th of April? I never remember the date properly. But as soon as the 4-year anniversary hits, I should be, boom, up and running with improved quality videos. I'm looking forward to the rest of the year, April, May times, Cyberpunk coming out and Last of Us in May, and we'll have some nice tip-top videos to go with it. That's the plan. So, yeah. When I set it out like that, it's not that much changing really, but it should be noticeable, hopefully. It's going to require a little bit of spending, but you know, on your hobbies you do spend a bit of money. You know, if you're going to go golfing, you buy golf clubs and golf shoes and fees to clubs and stuff. This is no different. This is a hobby to me, so yeah, if I want to do this properly and enjoy and give you guys a good quality product, then you know, these little upgrades are required, and it's been a bit over a while since I've upgraded the old microphone, for instance, so I think a new one is in order. Yeah, right, enjoy the rest of 2019, what is left of it, and I will see you, if you're a Stardew Valley fan of course, on the 31st of December with the final day of Greenfinger's second year, the final day of the LP. I'm gonna miss that little guy. See you soon.